Hello everybody and welcome to Bursa, Turkey. This is the Basketball Champions League. It's game day 2 and it's a battle in Group F between Tofas Bursa and Kalev Cramo. Well, Tofas hosting tonight, coming off a win against this Kalev Cramo team that fell last week in a real heartbreaker, almost upsetting Strasbourg. Falling at 6, Strasbourg by a couple of points. Tofas Bursa, meanwhile, coming off the strong performance in the 92-83 win over Ostend. And of course, those Group F rivals have already played. They played in the game of the week yesterday, 6 Strasbourg winning 83-77. So Lassi Tuovi's team is 2-0. And Dario Georgia's team, Ostend, is now 0-2. These two teams, of course, in the hunt, trying to at least get a top 3 finish, which would allow them to go into the play-in game for the round of 16, or the play-in series, rather. So that confirms it as it is after yesterday's results. 6 Strasbourg up at the top at 2-0. And Filu Ostend now 0-2. Kalev Cramo, because they lost last week, they are missing that participation point and are so far below that team Ostend, which got the participation point. So it could have been so different last week for the Estonian team from Tallinn, going on the road and taking on a real French powerhouse in Strasbourg. But they will try to learn from that experience and get better as they hit the road. Silas Melson almost with a thrilling game-winning shot at the end. His shot was released a little too late. They've got Jaquan Lewis, they've got Oya Shillins, Marcis Vitols, Tanel Kurbis, Gregor Hermet, Davian Barry, Rauno Nerger, and all the way down Martin Dorbeck, Egert Haller, Christian Kitsing, the Estonian international, and Kamari Murphy, and of course their coach, Robert Stelmars, who used to put up those 3-pointers himself for Latvia's national team, and now an experienced coach here in the Basketball Champions League. For Tofas Bursa, led by Hakan Demiş, the coach, Emre Tanışan, Tomislav Zubcic, Berke Buyuk Tuncel, Berk Ulu, Kivac Chul, Yit Arslan, Paco Cruz, Bora Satir, Musin Yashar, Jeremy Simmons, Ali Tashkin, Hamzan Chilin, and Elgin Cook playing for Coach Hakan Demiş. And again, what we've seen out of the Turkish teams so far in this competition has been impressive. They haven't gone unbeaten, but they look extremely talented. And who knows, maybe this will be the year that a team from Turkey does go all the way and lift the title for the first time. In year 1, Banvit Banderma made it all the way to the final before falling at Final Four hosts Tenerife. So Pinar Karšiaka also made it to the final last year, and you have to say that was a very good Pinar Karšiaka team, coming up just short against a very good Hereda San Pablo Burgas team, who won it for the 2nd consecutive year. So the players out and about and ready to come onto the court and to be introduced here to the Tofas Bursa fans. And again, this Tofas Bursa team coming off the 9-point win over Ostend and looking to build on that. Now, last year they had a terrific campaign in the group phase, winning 4 of their 2 games. They got to the playoffs last season, and that's where they came up short and did not make it to the final 8. So for this Tofas Bursa team, some familiar faces from last year, like Yashar especially, and Jeremy Simmons, and Berk Urlu, and as well as Batin Tuna and Tomislav Zubcic there, who was arguably, if he wasn't their best player last year, he certainly was one of them, averaging 16 points per game. They also have this Tofas team. We mentioned Cook, we mentioned Casey Shepard, ex-Nizhny Novgorod. Satish, there he is. Cook, whose father is the great Alvin Robertson, who played in the NBA for a long time, NBA All-Star, played with the Spurs, and Simmons not dressing out for tonight's game. So we'll see how that impacts this Tofas Bursa team tonight. Simmons does a lot of good work underneath the basket. And again, the jury's still out on both of these teams, but what we do know is that both of them have that capacity to go out and really put on a thrill. So the referees for tonight also lining up. We'll introduce them in just a second. It's a good refereeing crew, as you expect in the Basketball Champions League. And we'll also get a look at the starting fives for both of these teams. For Cramo, coming out of Tallinn, Estonia, and Tofas Bursa here in Bursa, Turkey. So Turkey, again, for quite a while now, for really 2 decades, one of the hotbeds of basketball in Europe. You might even say it's become one of the spiritual homes, considering all of the big events that they've had, not just with the clubs that play here, but also the national teams hosting major events, Eurobasket, FIBA Basketball World Cups for both men and women. And there's the refereeing trio tonight. So Boris Krijic from Slovenia, Alexandre Demon from France, and Martin Vulic from Croatia. So again, all of these teams in these groups hoping to win that title to get to the round of 16. Jaquan Lewis, Oyash Sillins, Davian Berry, Ryan Nurger, and Christian Kitzing in the starting five for Kalev Cramo. If they finish second or third, these teams will battle it out in the playoffs for the round of 16. And Stelmar's wearing the beard these days. I think he probably is expecting an even better performance this week than last. And Zubcic, Urlu, Paco Cruz, the exciting Mexico international, Elgin Cook, and Musin Yashar in the starting five for Tofas. And I guess Casey Shepard has come off the bench before for Nizhny Novgorod. He was a terrific player in that sense, and that's quite a spark to come off the bench for this Tofas Bursa team. And Hakan Demir, again, one of the many fine coaches in Turkish basketball who hails from the country. So this Tofas Bursa team looking to remain unbeaten today, but it's going to take an effort, and they will know that Kalev Cramo are real road warriors the way they went at Strasbourg last week.
Let's go, guys! Let's go!
Kamari Murphy had himself a fine game last week for Kalev Cramo. Remember, Kalev Cramo had to come through the qualifying just to make it to the regular season. In their quarterfinal, they won over Sporting CP in Tallinn, 86-69, with Kamari Murphy's 15 points and 8 rebounds leading the way. They shot it really well from three-point range, 11 of 23, 47.8%, and Gregor Hermet had made all 4 of his threes. They led by as many as 27. Then in the semifinal, they won 104-89 over Morning Bar from Montenegro. Davion Berry with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And as a team, they were 21 of 39 from three-point range. Then in the final, they had to pull out all stops, but they won 86-81 over Uniclub Casino Juventus. Jaquan Lewis with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists in that game. And again, Kalev Cramo opening last week with a 2-point loss at Strasbourg. Oh, good evening from Bursa, Turkey, folks. Welcome to the Basketball Champions League. It's game day 2. And winning the opening tip, Kalev Cramo, the visitors from Tallinn, Estonia. And coming out and fouling immediately, Paco Cruz. So Kalev Cramo, Jaquan Lewis with the ball, passes it over to Barry. Barry launches it from deep, and that's what he does. He is not shy, especially if he's open. A little bit of a mistake there from Tofas Bursa. And the pass down low, intercepted. Elgin Cook tried to feed the low post, and now intercepted by Zupcic, and Zupcic flies in for the one-handed jam. Nothing will give a coach gray hairs more than your team turning the ball over with those turnovers turning into points. Robert Stelmar's not liking that. Now out on the perimeter and burying it a long way out, Sillins. So Sillins taking it back up now to a 6-2 advantage for Kalev Cramo. We all know in the Baltics they can shoot the basketball, and we're seeing it here early on from Kalev Cramo. Down low and kept out was Zupcic. So Kalev Cramo with the good early exchanges. Lewis gets it back to Kitsing. Barry for 3. And he doesn't bury it. Goes out of bounds. Stelmar's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed calling the plays. Erlu, quite a test for him today going up against Jaquan Lewis. Paco Cruz, oh, he's just so silky smooth, isn't he? Number 9 for Tofas getting in and putting it up and in. Talk about a player that has played at the highest level of international basketball, Paco Cruz, and now an offensive foul called on Kalev Cramo. So a little bit of a push there by Barry, and it did not go unnoticed. Erlu dumps it down low. Here's Cook, and he's battling away, and this time he's called for an offensive foul, clearing out on Schillens. Lewis dribbles to his right, puts it up, and I think that was a shot. It was so short, it might have been a pass to Nerger. Now let's see what's cooking at this end. Yashar has it, gets it to Cruz. Cruz dribbles in, puts it up from the line, and good touch from Paco Cruz, ties it at 6. Long shot, no good from Barry. And backing his way down low, Zupcic, and gets the foul called on Kitsing. Well, it certainly looked like that should be on Zubcic. But he gets the benefit of the call. The way he lowered his shoulder and went right at him. Erlu puts it on the deck, thought about passing it, and then he's fouled by Rauno Nerja right at the end of the play. The shot is no good from Erlu. Averaged 8.6 points, 5.2 assists last season. He makes the second. So he has that year of Basketball Champions League experience, and importantly, with Tofas Bursa last season under his belt coming into this year. Dribbling around, Schillens. Out to Kitching. Barry. Back to Kitching. That's his game right there, and it was a little bit short. Here comes Erlu, rebounds and runs. Dribbles to his left. They pass it around. Yashar has it. And Davion Barry looks like he's picked up his second foul. So Barry, indeed, his second foul. And the drive, and Zubcic looking for some contact. Doesn't get the benefit of the call that time. Now dribbling up high. Silas Melson, he is electric. There he goes. Drives in, lays it up and in. Uses the glass. When we talk about Casey Shepard coming off the bench, how about Melson? Comes out with that confident gait. And I guess really it's not who starts, but who finishes. Now the three-point shot. Good box out by Nerja. Lewis. Schillens. Flying in, going for the board. Kitching not able to collect the ball. It goes out of bounds. Zubcic, pass down low to Musin Yashar. Oh, he goes up and throws it down. Just thinking he'd be more effective if he was a little bit more athletic. He was pretty good on that play. Three-point shot, and Melson from downtown. So a quick 5 points coming off the bench for Simon Melson. Paco Cruz is just so silky smooth. Drive down low. Now the rebound from Paco Cruz goes behind his back, but then the ball knocked out of his hands by Melson. But a foul called on Melson. So free throws for Paco Cruz. Remember, he played for Fuenlabrada in the Basketball Champions League a few seasons ago. Hit a game-winning shot right at the death from just past midcourt, just inside the line, in fact. Electric stuff. And here he is going to the line. And that was a very astute pickup for this Tofas Bursa team. And what you'll find now with Casey Shepherd is, in a way, you're replacing like for like, because he is definitely an offensive-minded two who comes into the game. Melson. Oh, boy, Melson met at the rim, gets it back. In fact, Kitching had it. Excuse me, it wasn't Kitching, it was Hermet. And now it's Tofas Bursa. Yashar. Tofas leading it by a couple of points here early. Erlu puts it up at the stripe. Good! Oh, a little bit of offense there from Berk Erlu. 3 points. Lewis, over the shoulder pass back, and drilling it is Hermet. Another of those good three-point shooters, as you can see. Gregor Hermet. Dangerous player to leave open. Yashar, meanwhile, I think you'd probably like to leave him open out there. Maybe sag a little bit. Now Shepherd. Shepherd pulls up. Oh, boy, that was just inside the arc, and it was short. Lewis rebounds it, dribbles with his head up, passes. His pass intercepted, though, by Shepherd. Shepherd flies in, and this time lays it off the glass and in. So with 2:24 remaining in the first quarter. Timeout. Tofas Bursa leading it by 3 points after the Shepherd layup.
Transition, we can play face down, screen, deep corner, watch pop option, nothing fake, come out again, pop option here. You have 2 4-position players, you can play 3, you have to change sides, and after pass you go, corner. On pop, yeah, like we did.
So coming out of the timeout, Tofas Bursa with a 3-point lead. Melson met at midcourt by Shepherd now. Here comes Kitching. Good defense by Tofas. 3-point shot, no good by Hermet. And the foul down low on Martin Dorbeck. So Shepherd has been lively since coming into the game. And again, it's something that he is accustomed to doing, having done so with Nizhny Novgorod. Arguably their most explosive player last season. And now here he is with Tofas Bursa. So Cook gets a breather. Nelson hands it off. Hermit. And the foul down low on Urlu, I believe it is. So Martin Dorbeck, number 22. One of the more experienced players in this team, 30 years of age, trying to inbound the basketball. He gets it to Melson. Nelson shakes, bakes, gets in, banks it in. He is so tough driving to the basket. Kalev Cramo just trying to keep pace right now with Tofas. Trying to wrest the momentum back. Urlu for three, and boy, that was a confident looking stroke. He's hit one from the charity stripe in open play, and now from behind the arc. He was a standout youth national team player for Turkey. Hasn't really taken off, but maybe this will be his year. Melson, a little bit long. Nerja going up for the rebound, and the foul called on Tashkin, Ali Tashkin. Number 39. So second foul on Ali Tashkin is going to get him out of the game, and they're going to, don't know why they're looking at this. Let's listen in. So yes, wanting to see if Urlu's shot was a 3 or a 2. Clearly a 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Покажете.
6-point advantage, Tofas Bursa here late in the first quarter. Melson inbounds the basketball to Dorbeck, now in the corner and swatted out of bounds. He's not having that, Zubcic. Get it out of here. Well, that was, you've heard of a telegraph pass, well, that was a telegraph shot. That was so obvious. Got to be a little bit quicker. Oh, they find Dorbeck underneath. And he scores with a reverse layup. Now Shepard has the good handles, gets up, pulls up, and again, second time he's put up an air ball, just grazing the net. Nerja backs up Tashkin. And Tashkin picks up foul number 3. So with that, number 39 goes out, and Muhsin Yasha comes back into the game. Tashkin, just 18 years of age, so this is an opportunity for him to learn. Also coming into the game, Boyuk Tunjel, just 17 years of age. And Nerja's free throw is no good. It's one of the aspects of the Basketball Champions League that has been highlighted in the previous 5 years, and it's holding true to form in year number 6. It's a great arena, a great theater for some good young players to get experience. And coming down and burying the three-pointer for Tofas. And that is going to be it for the opening quarter. 7-point lead. Drilling that was Yit Arslan. 25-18. Tofas on top of Kalev Cramo. Well, Kalev Cramo have the 4 threes, but Tofas 7 of 11 inside the arc and also 5 of 6 at the line. Kalev Cramo have missed both of their free throws. Well, things started well enough for Kalev Cramo. Barry coming out and burying the three. Zubcic, meanwhile, gets an easy steal and fast break for the first 2 points for Tofas. But we did again see 4 3-pointers drop in for Tofas Bursa. Excuse me, for Kalev Cramo. And Paco Cruz, as always, a danger man when he's got the basketball in his hands. And you can say the same for this man, Yashar. If he catches it down on the low post, he's going to be tough to stop, judging from that play. Looks a little more confident this year, Muhsin Yashar. There he was, challenging the shot at the rim. And then Erlu, just what looked like a difficult shot, makes it. And after Jaquan Lewis passes it over to Hermit for this 3-pointer, we saw Erlu come down and stroke a 3. So Buyuk Tungel still in the game, number 4 for Tofas, just 17 years of age. Good defense from behind by Nerger. Pass batted out. Here's Paco Cruz. Goes behind his back. Gets a little bit of space. Solid rebound by Schillens. Now over to Lewis. Melson gets the ball up high. Wow. Coming right back in and burying a 3-pointer. Kitsing. Three-point shot will always keep Kalev Cramo in basketball games. We talked about before the game about how they shot it so well in the qualifying games. And there is Yashar called for the travel. And really one of the benefits to playing those qualifying games is if you do qualify, you will already be a little bit battle-hardened. So coming out, they showed no fear going on the road to Strasbourg and just losing by 2 points. And here they are now at Tofas, trailing by 4, but with possession. Kitsing again, this time wisely getting a hand in the face. Melson buries it. And just like that, a 3-pointer makes it a 2-point game. And trying to go to work, has it stolen away, and then Jaquan Lewis not able to control it. A little bit sloppy by Muhsin Yashar. And yeah, Lewis just not able to quite control it before it went out of bounds. Cruz bounce pass. Drives in, Yashar for another 2. And that time Cruz drew the defense, and he just made the easiest of passes. Melson over to Kitching. Kitzing. Now back to Melson. He gets inside. Oh, just so, it's almost automatic. Getting the basketball and driving to the basket. He wanted the foul as well. Wasn't called. And it is a 2-point game. Melson coming off the bench has 11 points. 3-point shot. Off the iron. And now Kalev Cramo with that Buyuk Tuncel miss. Get a chance to tie it or take the lead. And again, the 17-year-old needs to feel the confidence to shoot the basketball, but also it has to be in the rhythm of the offense. But just an outstanding talent. So many good young players in Turkey. Melson. And Kitzing for 3, and Kalev Cramo come right back and take the lead. Three minutes into the second quarter, game on. Kalev Cramo taking advantage with some of the subs on the floor, some of the young guys. Here is again Buyuk Tuncel missing from the right corner, and Melson has it. Now a quick pass out on the wing to Lewis. Lewis dribbles and takes it all the way. It's a 3-point lead. And Demir's going to call timeout. Lewis helped up by his teammate, Nerger. What was so impressive about that is Yashar left Nerger, and Lewis was still able to keep his concentration and make the layup. So timeout by Tofas.
Yeah, we have to start this 10, yeah? 10. And then when everybody's right here, immediately come to the ball side, guys. Biraz quicker, we have to use our mind, biraz. Ball is right here, 2 guys right here, 3 guys right there.
Back to live action, and Tofas Bursa coming down and missing. Ball batted out of bounds. So Dorbeck back in the game, number 22, and he's going to inbound the basketball. Lewis, another runner. This time, perhaps his shot affected from the back, and then the ball goes out of bounds. Lewis definitely got a hand on it, but then it looked like it might have gone off of Musin Yashar. Casey Shepard. Dribbles, back to Yashar. And Nerger rebounds it, hands it off to Lewis, who brings it up again. 3-point lead, Kalev Cramo. 3-point shot, and this time Schilling's attempt is a little long. Shepard. Dribbling in, Yashar this time not able to finish it with Nerger, and Hakan Demiş called for a technical foul. Meanwhile, Yashar goes shoeless. He lost his shoe on the drive. What's that all about? He's got to lace him up a little bit tighter. Go with the double knot. And mostly Yashar just wants to get back in the game. Meanwhile, he can take his time with Lewis at the free throw line. And Kalev Cramo take advantage, play some good defense, some rim protection. Here it is again. And that good no call there. And I don't understand, I don't know, first of all, what Demiş said, but maybe it was the tone that he said it. And it was not well received. So 4-point lead for Kalev Cramo. And the follow, Nerger not able to sink it. Oh, nice dribbling there by Erlu. And the reach and the foul called on Schillings. And they're going to have a look and see if he played the ball. That might be an unsportsmanlike.
Hello. Yeah, we need to review the last foul that was called normal foul. If we can upgrade to unsportsmanlike area. We need normal speed first. Do we have another angle? Yeah, can you go slowly now? So how you see it?
It's far from the ball, huh?
You try the ball?
We have this step. No, we don't have.
Can you go slowly, please?
We don't have this step like normal basketball players. This step side.
So he stepped outside, but he tried to reach the ball. It was a bad attempt.
For defense, you think normal foul?
You would stay with normal foul. There is no criteria. So normal basketball movement. He was on the wrong foot, and he tried to reach the ball. So we will stay with the normal foul.
Normal
right?
foul number 4.
Yeah. Okay. On back
This
court.
is back court.
Yeah, back court. We have
White
normal
ball.
foul. White ball. Okay. Thank you.
Well, that's the beauty of the official review. They do all the explaining, and it will not be well received, that decision over there on the bench of Tofas. Schillings breathes a sigh of relief that no unsportsmanlike was called on him. And another foul called midway through the second quarter. Sucic is a three-point threat for Tofas Bursa, but he has yet to step outside and attempt one. And that was a hold on Hermet. Good call by the refs. Paco Cruz drives in, and it's going to stay at this end. Paco Cruz, 8 points so far today. And that was a 50-50, could have gone either way. So those even out over the course of the game, no doubt. Kalev Cramo have had one of those. Erlu, another one. Boy, he is playing with some confidence today. Number 5 is alive. Berk Erlu. Bringing the three-point threat for Tofas. Nerger. Hermet hands it off. Schillens for three. Another, they're trading threes. The shootout is underway here in Bursa. Second three for Schillens. Yashar, quick turn. Passes out to the perimeter. Zupcic. Erlu has got the hot hand. Number three. I have never seen him shoot it this well. Berk Erlu. And Zupcic knows who has the hot hand. He gets it to him. Look at that. 12 points for Berk Erlu. That is a game changer. I'm not sure that Tofas expected that. And Erzer, good contortion of the body, gets it to drop, finish with the left hand. The former Wichita State shocker. And you better believe Lewis is going to be stuck to Erlu like glue now, or at least he better be. Dorbeck guarding Cook, and the push. Cook has not scored. Dorbeck goes out of the game. Barry comes back in. Barry guarding Cook. Now wide open Zupcic. That's what he can do, but he's long. Definitely a three-point threat, Zupcic. Melson. Three-point shot, Barry. Oh, and the ball is wedged. Look at that. That is not a good look. So the jump ball possession arrow keeps the basketball at this end. Lewis inbounds it to Nerger. Nerger had a nice game last week at Strasbourg. Hands it off to Lewis. Final seconds ticking off the clock on the shot clock. Lewis right at the stripe. Lots of offense for this Kalev Cramo team. Back up to a 5-point advantage. Erlu gets it to Paco Cruz. Bounce pass. Yashar. Don't let it stick. He goes to work. And tries to go up with the left hand. There's Zupcic. The rebound and put back off his own miss. Dorbeck. And good hands by Paco Cruz. Comes up with a steal. And look at the body control. It was a smooth release, but didn't get the drop. And now it creates an opportunity for Kalev Cramo. Lewis gets to the baseline. Bounce pass. And the miss. Wow, an easy one for Hermet. A gift almost. Spurned. Erlu calling the play. Zupcic in the right corner where he missed one just a second ago. Paco Cruz looking to get open, and here it is. Zupcic from deep, and this time drills it. Boy, that is a quality shot. You see Erlu gets it over, and Lewis buries it. And look at Zupcic. Is that a celebration, or is that telling himself, just got to get that follow through? Right at the end of the shot clock. That was beautiful. Not sure what Stelmars was complaining about, but timeout. We'll listen in.
Let's go, we play. Face down, rotate. For 5 make for 4, yeah. Watch pop option. Watch, maybe you have to make the screen, but no, but no. So first time slip, if nothing, pass ball back, play one more time, switch side, bottom top option.
You want us to get out when they pick it up? So like he's
I
coming
want to
toward
do
you.
our corner.
You want me to say, all right.
Corner. Last over there. Let's play.
That was a wonderful bounce pass from Paco Cruz, but Muhsin Yashar, I don't know if he was trying to dunk it, but he was denied. Then he lost his shoe. And his coach was so mad he got a technical. Erlu, meanwhile, with 3 3-pointers. And Zupcic as well, stroking the 3-pointer right at the end of the shot clock. And there's, shall we say, laid-back Kalev Cramo fans just absorbing the atmosphere of this thrilling contest here in Bursa, Turkey. Nelson up high. Picks up his dribble, gets it back. He's most dangerous driving to the basket like this. Good defense by Cook. 2.1 seconds remain. Great defense by Cook. There's Melson, though. He catches it on the inbounds pass. Kitson going for the rebound, and now with the game tied, Tofas with the chance to go back in front. Cruz. Erlu. Cook. Ooh, Yashar. Good! The big fella can't shoot it. Look at that. From the baseline. So Tofas back in front. Lewis has it. And Kalev Cramo with Tofas, plenty of fouls to burn. That's their first in the fourth quarter. So with 4.1 seconds remaining, if you don't mind your players giving away fouls, they might not get off a shot. That was his good look there from Muhsin Yashar. You got to be ready to put it up. And Lewis able to get off just in the nick of time, and he's fouled by Paco Cruz. Wow. Never want to foul the jump shooter. A little bit of a mental mistake there. Boy, Lewis, terrific effort by him just to get the shot off. So Lewis goes to the line where he's hit his only free throw. He's got 2 coming. He's got 5 points, 3 assists. And sinks the first. They haven't been good at the line overall today. That's now as a team 2 of 4. And 0.20 seconds left on the clock. Yashar doesn't want to make a mistake here, and they're just going to let the time expire. So Lewis gets the jump shot attempt off. Demir a little frustrated walking off the court. Paco Cruz with that late foul, and it's Tofas Bursa and Kalev Cramo at 40 apiece at halftime. Well, you could digest those stats. 2 more threes for Kalev Cramo, 2 more shots inside the arc for Tofas, and a little bit more success at the free throw line. Kalev just shading the rebounding and assists, just a couple more steals for this Tofas Bursa team. Erlu with those 3 3-pointers and free throw, another basket. He's got 12 points to lead all scores, 11 for Melson. So you look back at some of the top plays from the first half, and Kit Singh, one of those 7 3-pointers made by Kalev Cramo. Melson also coming in and hitting one from downtown. In fact, that was inside the arc. That was a long two. Joshua had a bright start. Probably mixed bag of results for him in that opening half. I think if he plays to his skill set overall, makes wise decisions, and goes up strong, I think he's a pretty tough customer. Three-point shot was good by Kitching, number 33. And the drive in the basket was good there by Lewis. Lewis was very tough, putting the ball on the deck and getting to the basket. Erlu again, really looks like he's been working hard on his game and seems to be doing well with the confidence shown in him by his coach. And that was Zupch's, hey, you're the guy that's hitting all the shots. I'm going to get it to you. And he makes another one. That was his third three. And this is that look at that from underneath the basket. Lewis and Melson excellent in terms of creating off the dribble. And this is where Zupchis just said, hey, I just want to get a rebound and a basket. So he missed his first shot. Here he is hitting that three. And really, could, arguably the best three-point shooter on the court. He's only taken a couple, and he's made one of two. Yashar with the last 2 points of the first half. So 40 apiece, Tofas Bursa and Kalev Cramo here in Bursa. And for Melson, here are two of his team high 11 points. He was having a lot of joy putting the ball on the deck and going to the basket. He also hit that three-pointer. And then this was the long two, just inside the arc. So really with Lewis and Melson, it's a couple of good, exciting players, again, that can kind of create their own shot. And for Tofas, well, we've talked a lot about him tonight. Berk Erlu put that one up at the line, just behind the free throw line. But where he's really done the damage tonight has been from three-point range. Berk Erlu has hit 3 three-pointers. And they came at a good time as this Tofas Bursa team was searching for some offense. And maybe his coach is saying, hey, don't always defer and be a pass-first point guard. If you're open, don't be afraid to take that shot. And Erlu showing a nice stroke from three-point range in the opening half. Eight points off turnovers as well for this Tofas Bursa team. And that's the last three from Berk Erlu. That was a problem against Strasbourg for this Kalev Cramo team. Anyway, we're at halftime. It's 40 apiece, Tofas and Kalev Cramo. We'll be right back before the start of the second half.
Bonzi Colson with the ball in his hands. Colson kicks out. There's the big shot. Did he have his foot on the line? Don't get it. Oh, my Lord. Wow. That is huge from Bonzi Colson.
No surprise, Tyson Carter has it. He's got 15 points. He drives, he slips. Oh, the ball goes to Goins, and he puts his team in front. Lavrio on top. Dijon will go for the win or possibly the tie. Holston has it. He penetrates. He gets it to Henry. Now over to Kelly. Oh, the shot is blocked. Goins. Lavrio win it 65-63.
Nicely popped. And finally they have points on the board.
Absolutely gorgeous, and Cesare just don't know whether it's Tuesday or Wednesday or October, November. Here's Holes again. He was looking and thinking about another three. But Tolo's in there again to score, and he's drawn the foul too.
The pass into the corner. No, it's intercepted. The pass up ahead to Chris Johnson. He goes up. Oh, he throws it down. Wow. Throwing it down to Josh Reeves.
Oh, that is wonderful. What a pass from Colum. Easy finish then for Bourgris.
It's go time. Huertas, bounce pass down low, Fittipaldo into the corner, Dornicam, good! Tenerife have taken the lead, having trailed by 12 points. They have stunned Prometei.
Clock running again, it's with Robertson. Robertson might have a clean way through here to win it, though he's missed it, and it's on two on the rebound! Surely that's it from Matt Mitchell! Is there anything left from Kalev here in terms of the buzzer beater?
Thought the game was done and dusted when they had that unsportsmanlike foul, but big free throw. Oh, he missed them both. Well, now Kashiaka, Bonzi Colson here with a chance to win this one. Colson, his time, steps back. Oh, baby! Bonzi Colson, are you serious? Pinar Kashiaka somehow, someway have won this game. Bonzi Colson, right at the dagger, has broken the hearts of all these fans here.
40-40 Tofas Bursa and Kalev Cramo at halftime here on game day 2 in the Basketball Champions League. Tofas going for their second consecutive win. They beat Ostend last week. Kalev Cramo looking to bounce back from a narrow defeat at Strasbourg.
Five counters with 4 goal front. Watch behind, 1 dribble pass. So quick roll inside. 20. Quick roll.
So Berg Erlu, number 5 with a game high 12 points at this stage, and number 0 there, Melson, Silas Melson with 11 points to lead the visitors from Tallinn, Estonia. Five different players for Kalev Cramo have hit threes. So you got to get the hands up if you are a Tofas Bursa defender. It's going to be interesting to see what adjustments we have here at halftime. Remember, Strasbourg 2-0 in this group after winning yesterday in Group F over Ostend. So Ostend has started 0-2. Second half action underway here in Bursa, Turkey. Tofas Bursa and Kalev Cramo knotted at 40. Tofas looking to remain unbeaten after their win last week over Ostend. And Kalev Cramo trying to bounce back from their narrow defeat at Strasbourg. Zubcic, he loves the corner, this time kind of falling away. Not a good attempt. Now 1 of 3 from three-point range. Tomislav Zubcic. Melson puts it on the deck and goes up and fouled. And Paco Cruz having a go at the referee, Boris Krejci. A little bit of a bump. Well, a little bit of contact. Three fouls on Paco Cruz. That is a problem for this Tofas Bursa team. They expect a lot out of Cruz. And Melson off target, so does not take advantage. So Arslan comes into the game and Melson misses both. So Arslan, Cook, Erlu, Yashar, and Zubcic in the game now for the team in white, the home team, Tofas Bursa. Here he goes. Cook out to Zubcic on the wing, and it's good. Second three-pointer for Tomislav Zubcic. Melson fouled up high by Arslan. And Kitsing fouled before the shot. Tomislav Zubcic with the reach. And you know that with those guys able to knock down those three-pointers, you know, you're going to have to run at them. And Kitching aware of that, so he puts on the deck. Here's Lewis. Drives in, floats in, and puts it in. Jaquan Lewis. Worth the price of admission on his drives tonight. Arslan, guarded closely by Lewis. Hands it off. And Cook travels. Here he goes, Kitching again. Oh, it rims out this time. Nerger in the game and puts up the follow. Not there. Melson kept it alive. Nerger chases it down. And the game getting a little physical. Lewis launches to beat the shot clock. And then a push as Kitching gets into position. Wow. Arslan. He was going for the ball, but it looked like he did kind of lean into Kitching. And now a technical foul, it appears, as well for complaining. Well, let's put it this way. Kitching didn't just go down on his own. And the free throw line has not been kind, however, to the team in blue. They are missing a lot of opportunities, and you know what that means. Come late in the game, in a close game, you just wonder if it's going to cost them. Three-point shot is good. Schillens, his third three of the game. Arslan. And this time Kitching fouls Zubcic. Good work getting it down to the big Croatian. Kitching 30 years of age. Here's Zubcic again. And Yashar tries to throw it off of Nerger. And he triggers a little bit of a break here for Kalev Cramo, but Melson pulls it back outside. The handoff. Lewis to the corner. And this time the shot is not good from Schillens. Erlu, his team down by a point. Zubcic gets it over to Cook, and Cook a little short. Nerger, and fouled by Zubcic. So a little bit of frustration here for Tofas, who are already over the limit. Remember, they had plenty of fouls to give at the end of the last quarter. Here, they're over the limit. And we've just played just over 3 minutes. So that Kalev Cramo have got to make their free throws because they're going to be going to the line a lot here, you would imagine, in this third quarter. And Nerger takes his time and gets both of them to drop. Erlu hands it off to Cook. Yashar fouled by Nerger. Yashar, 25 years of age. And here's Erlu. Will it be his fourth? A little long this time, and Kitching rebounds the miss. Kalev Cramo with possession and up 3. Lewis dribbles right. And the kick Well, he didn't want the bounce pass, so that's better than nothing. It's going to put 14 on the shot clock, nearly 4 minutes into the third quarter. Melson. Melson is so tough driving. We keep saying it over and over again, but he really is. When he goes to the basket, he is confident. He is believing in his chances. Yashar. Arslan back to Yashar. And here's Yashar. Well, Cook goes up. And look who's in the kitchen. Cook with a chance for a three-point play. Great play by Cook. He felt Kitzing on his back. He goes up, and the third foul now on Kitzing, and Cook gets it to drop. So that brings Tofas back to within 2 points. That was a big sequence. And an offensive foul on Schillens. Schillens not just unnecessary. Look at this. No need. In fact, that wasn't the foul. If the foul was on Lewis, it was off the ball. And here comes Melson. And the turnover. Cook really coming to life here in the third quarter. Three-point shot, Arslan, and then the push called on Nerger underneath the basket, I believe. Yeah, so the previous foul indeed was on Lewis, and it was not on Schillens, although it looked like it could have been. So Cook really imposing himself now on both ends of the floor. He's kind of let the game come to him. And his team, Tofas, is reaping the rewards. He pulls his team to within 1 point with the free throw. And now he's got 5 points, Cook. Ties it up at 48. Melson. Lewis. Back to Melson. Good! Boy, he's putting up some big numbers. Melson, 16 points. And that is now a game high. Supčić whips the pass over to his teammate, Arslan. Cook for three. Front rims it. And Melson carries it forward for Kalev Cramo. Melson, another one! 19 points for Melson. Get him the rock. Lewis chasing the basketball, trying to come up with the steal and called for the foul. Good job there by Berk Urlu. 2 fouls on Lewis, so he's just going to sit down for a second. And Berk Urlu goes to the line, and Paco Cruz, with Kalev Cramo having increased their lead to 6 points, looking for a little bit of inspiration on offense. Urlu misses the first. He does get the second to drop. So back to a 5-point deficit for Tofas Bursa. Interesting matchup with Cruz. And then Tomislav Zubcic comes up, almost forces a turnover. Here's Melson. Drives in, and they're going to count it. 21 points from Melson. Silas Melson. He had 11 points at halftime. He just feels like he cannot be stopped when he drives to the basket. And the strategy of putting Cruz back into the game backfires for Tofas Bursa. He picks up foul number 4. Eight points, the advantage, and that is indeed the biggest lead of the game for either team. Well, that was a tough drive from Casey Shepard. Not there. Quickly, Dorbeck, Kalev Cramo. Hermit drives in, goes to his right hand, puts it up and in. And Kalev Cramo are landing the blows in the third quarter, stretching the advantage to 10 points. Shepard very slow to get back on defense. And timeout called by Dearmere.
You play 5+.
3 more threes have dropped for Kalev Cramo. Well, here is Melson, involved in everything, this time getting it over to Schillens earlier in the quarter. And then it was Melson time. And then it was Hermit time, going to his right hand and forcing the timeout. Melson, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 of 13 from the floor. And Erlu. Jump shot, Zubcic. And the foul down low on Kalev Cramo. And going to the line and making the first is Emre Tanishan. And the second is no good, but offensive rebound, Zubcic. His pass, however, not collected, goes into the backcourt. So the backcourt violation. It's been that kind of quarter. Dorbeck goes baseline, brings it back out. Now the handoff. Melson, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Melson for 3. Rebounded Shepard. Shepard pulls up from deep. Melson in no hurry. Takes his time. Melson shaking and baking. Here he goes again. Drives in. And traveling the call this time on Melson. Well, he hasn't done that tonight. That's the first time he's been called for the travel on his way to the basket. Arslan. Three-point shot. Good! Coming out. Tanishan drilling it. And the drive, the miss, great defense, great rim protection. Erlu from a long way. It's number 4. Could spit it out here. 4 3-pointer for Berg Erlu. And just like in the first half, hugely important 3 as Tofas tried to battle back, forcing a timeout by Kalev Cramo.
Making some placer. Go with him one step, we go over screen and recover to him. Stay on the ball. 4 rolls inside, keep ball, continue with 5. Down pick, watch, corner. Top. 4 is rolling, keep it rolling inside.
Well, Berg Erlu is showing tonight what we believed really back in his youth days. This guy can set up and hit some 3-point shots. Barry going to come into the game now for Kalev Cramo, as well as Kitching, Dorbeck, Hermet, and I believe Melson. Tanishan also still in the game and bringing a little bit of energy, along with Arslan, Shepard, Erlu, and Zubcic. Final minute 20 in the third quarter. Kitching picks up his dribble, bounce pass, Lewis can't get it to drop. Here comes Arslan, hands it off to Erlu. Zubcic, and stepped out of bounds. Oh, what a turnover. Frustrating for Zubcic. Right where he wants to be, and just the heel. His right heel was out of bounds. Kitching from downtown. Here comes Shepard. Open floor. Looks at his options, pulls it back out. Now he takes it inside, drives up, and there for the follow! Tanishan yet again. Emre Tanishan bringing some big minutes here in the third quarter. It's a 1-point game. Dorbeck. Barry in the right corner. Now Lewis. Kitching on the left. Lewis from deep. Drills it. Well, that was taken with confidence as well. Well, I tell you what, this is a great example of how this Basketball Champions League looks like it's its strongest of all time, really, 6th year. And the miss, just a little bit of time for Barry. He's not even going to try. What a quarter of basketball. Looked like Kalev Cramo might start to really pull away. They got up by 10 points, but Tofas Bursa battle back. It's Kalev Cramo on top, 62-58 at the end of 3. Oh, just excellent work, with the exception at the free throw line, really, for Kalev Cramo, although that has improved. Now 6 of 11. what a third quarter it was. We saw a little bit of everything. Zubcic with the three. We saw Lewis with the drives. Lewis and this man, Melson, and then of course Schillens, reminding us that he can hit the three. But really Melson kind of took over, and it looked like it was going to be an early shower for Tofas as this guy got it going. It didn't matter where he was hitting jump shots, he was hitting drives. This is his three. Full meter behind the arc. And here he was again going down low, and they called the foul on Cruz. It was a weak foul on Cruz. You can see why he was frustrated. And Schillens, or Hermet rather, and how about that man, Tanishan, has made a real difference coming off the bench. Fourth quarter underway here in Bursa, Turkey. Tofas trailing 62-58 against Kalev Cramo. Barry for three, right at the start. And again, we know this team can shoot the threes. They've just got so many options. It's difficult for Tofas Bursa to get a hand in the face of all of those shooters. Shepard out to Tanishan. Good! Oh, this guy just seems like he's come out of nowhere. Talk about X factor of X factors. 9 points. He's only played about 3.5 minutes. Driving in, Lewis, tough drive. He's able to score despite the presence of Yashar, the big fella. Zubcic hands it off. Shepard. Erlu gets to the baseline, back outside. And driving, and Arsalan fouled by Barry. Well, the problem there for Barry was he had his right hand on the hip. That's why they called the foul. They didn't call the foul saying that he hit him with his left hand. You can't put your hands on the shooter. Great call by the referee. Kalev Cramo. See their lead cut to 67-63. Arslan makes both free throws. What a game, folks. Game day 2 in the Basketball Champions League. And we have got a tasty one here in Group F. Strasbourg already 2-0. Will Tofas join them at 2-0? Will we have a couple of 1-0 teams after this one? Kalev Cramo looking for their first victory. Lewis misses the jump shot. Arslan. Oh, see if Emre Tanishan can get open again. Arslan over to Yashar. Oh boy, soft touch from the big fella. Kitsing missing, but a big rebound from Nerger. Lewis trying to feed Rauno Nerger, and a foul called on Tofas. 2 minutes and 5 seconds into the quarter, the fourth quarter. An offensive foul called on Nerger. Moving screen. Yep, just moved a little bit to the right. He wasn't set. Again, good call by the referee. No hesitation. So Nerger goes out of the game, foul number 5. We'll see how that pans out, losing their low post presence. And Kalev, Cramo again, and Yashar. Have they slapped a technical foul on him for diving? Watch this. Well, Hermit definitely had his hands on him, but I'm not sure he pushed that hard. And the referee felt like that was a little bit of simulation. So a little bit of dive. Yashar called for the foul. And Barry this time does take advantage. Well, all the technicals have been called on Tofas tonight. Lewis thought about going, brings it back out. Kitsing. Now Lewis in the paint, into the corner. Barry. Barry's another! Kalev Cramo on fire from three-point range. Erlu. Yashar. And traveling called on Yashar. "12 of 26 from three-point range for Kalev Cramo. And now the traveling on Yashar. Look at this. Boy, they have come out. If they've done anything this season, they have shown you had better guard this team. Out of the perimeter, they are tough. Multiple options out on the perimeter. Lewis. He travels. Yeah, that did not look right. Casey Shepard. Been a quiet game for him. Cruz with the 4 fouls in the game. The three-point shot from Arslan. And the pass goes off the hands of Barry. Not sure what happened there. Hermit had the basketball. He tried to get it to Barry. Well, to say this is a crucial game, if you're Tofas Bursa, you do not want to lose at home. But if you're Kalev Cramo, you don't want to start the season 0-2. If you're Kalev Cramo, you get 1 of 2 victories, including a 2-point loss on the road at Strasbourg. I think you'd settle for that. But they've got to get the win today. On the shot. Back to Cruz. Shepard. Shepard spinning and has it knocked away by Lewis. Jaquan Lewis. Out on the wing and missing is Dorbeck. Or was it? Was it Hermet? Excuse me. Sheila's not able to keep hold of it. Long way to go. 6 points in it. Shepard. Cruz. And that's why it's so crucial, folks. You heard him tickle the twine. Nothing but net. Well, Barry gets up slowly. And Tanishan setting the clean pick. Just freeing up Cruz. And Demir wants a technical foul called on Barry, believing they're not calling it the same at both ends. Remember, they called a technical foul for diving on Yashar. Lewis brings it up. And the drive, and good defense by Yashar. Arsalan hands it off to Shepard. Drives in. And 2 free throws after the foul called on Lewis. Well, they may have had all ball there, but I think just coming down from on high to make it, you can understand why the referee makes that call. Well, if ever there was a time for Shepard to catch fire, to really start to pour in the points, this is it. He's just 1 of 7 from the floor. But like we always say, if he can see that basketball fall through the hoop on those free throws, that might get him going. Now it's a 2-point game. Can Kalev Cramo hold on? They've got 5.5 minutes remaining. There's a long way to go. Nelson back in the game. Nelson probing. Kitsing open for 3. This time no good. He had a good look. And Tofas could tie it up. Guess what, folks? We are halfway through the final quarter. It's a 2-point game. Kalev Cramo up by 2, but Paco Cruz had a chance to put his team in front and missed. Lewis, and the foul before the shot. Boy, that is a thankless task, guarding these ball handling playmakers out here, both Melson and Lewis. They can hit the 3, and they can also drive around you. Here you go. And he gets past him, puts it up and in. Nope, and did not finish. Good work. Here comes Shepard. Again, a chance to tie it or take the lead for Tofas. Shepard outside to Arsalan. Doesn't like the 3. Drives in and he travels. That's where I think you got to be willing to take the 3. Well, maybe he didn't have enough time. Arsalan comes out. Sillings goes out as well. And the chef is back. Cook is on the court. Here comes Shepard. Melson. Shot clock down to 7. Melson looking for space. He gets it to Lewis. It's go time. He launches it. So less than 4 minutes remaining. Cruz. Yet another opportunity to tie or take the lead for Tofas. The 3rd consecutive trip down the floor where they can do just that. Shot clock winding down. Shepard. Oh, they're going to call the foul on Cruz. Nope, they're going to call it on Kalev Cramo, on Barry. He had position, but it looked like he might have pushed off. Here, look at this rebound. Oh yeah, he kind of like jumped into Cruz. So that's now 4 fouls on Barry. Shepard goes out. Erlu, the man with the hot hand, comes back in. And 3 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. Cruz drives, and he gets the contact and goes up. A chance for a 3-point play. No doubt about it. Gregor Hermit. And maybe it'll be Paco Cruz who laughs last. He spurns the opportunity for the three-point play, but Cook is there, and then he misses with the putback attempt. So a break for Kalev Cramo. Lewis to Kitching, and they're going to call the foul. Demir wanted the travel on Kitching. So did Yashar. It looked a little awkward, but I don't think it was. Well, great applause there for Emre Tanışan, one of the heroes of the game for Tofas, especially if they end up coming back to win. It's all tied right now, 71 apiece. Melson looking for space. Gets it to Lewis, wide open three, good! Lewis, 17 points. Cruz drives, and another chance if he'd made that for a three-point play. He will have to settle for a couple of free throws. Remember, he just missed a free throw. Paco Cruz, knowing how crucial these free throws are, makes the first. And does not make the second. So Hermit with the rebound. Melson. Lewis puts it on the deck, nowhere to go. They seal his progress. Gets it to Kitching. Shot clock winding down. Kitching drives in, gets it over to Hermit. Go! That's a killer! You have to say that is a dagger right there. 77-72. Second three-pointer for Hermit. And the reach and the foul. And again, Paco Cruz goes to the line. Will he split two, or will he make both this time? He does indeed make both. And it's a three-point game. Fans from Tofas Bursa really watching nervously as their team tries to avoid slipping to a home defeat against Kalev Cramo. Second consecutive week for Kalev Cramo in a thriller. A game going to the wire, it looks like. Melson looks for space, hesitates, drives in, fouled by Cook. And you can also understand why Melson looked over at the referee to say, hey, that's an unsportsmanlike. They could go look at it. But nope, they're just going to call it a normal foul. So Melson makes the first, or have they called it an unsportsmanlike? Yes, indeed. It looks like they have called the unsportsmanlike. So, 2 free throws and possession, and Melson makes both. That is a big play right there. Big call. 5 points. The difference. Kalev Cramo with possession. 1:47 remain. Lewis. They don't have to be in a rush here. Lewis Back outside to Melson. Shot clock about to expire. And traveling, the call on Melson. Good defense that time from Cook, reaching out, getting his hands on the basketball. Timeout on the court. Let's listen to the Tofas bench.
On the court. Go late biraz. Mustafa, 5. Emre, play inside. Actually, you come like this. Emre, set the screen. Emre, sen böyle gel. You pass to back. Mustafa, you set the screen. Şey de burada, bak o da. You pop out. Actually, you go to corner.
Corner after you pass.
Okay. Wait biraz. One basket, one score. Then you are getting 5.
Well, Group F is really shaping up to be something else, isn't it? Ostend have lost both of their games, but this Tofas team and Kalev, Cramo, and Strasbourg, not much between them, certainly. So a minute and a half remaining. Every possession important. Cook. And try to get it to Tanishan, goes out of bounds. And it was going to be a tough pass to catch that. Can't blame Tanishan for that. Arsalan comes back into the game. Bursa, their backs against the wall right now with a minute 20 remaining. They take this down to a minute on this possession if they use all of the shot clock. Kalev, Cramo, Melson. Arsalan guarding him. Now Lewis. Erlu on him. Kitsing open three. That would have been a true dagger. Instead, the miss gives Paco Cruz and Tofas another opportunity. Tanishan fouled out on the perimeter by Kitsing. So free throws coming for Emre Tanishan. A vital free throw they're made by Tanishan. And if he makes this, Tofas just need to go down and play defense and get the ball back, and then they'll be playing for the tie to come back. But he does not make it. He makes one of two. So again, Kalev, Cramo bring it up the floor. Erlu on Lewis. Hermit Kitching out on the perimeter. And Melson called for the offensive foul. Great job on defense by Arsalan. But Kalev, Cramo did well there was at least they took some time off the clock.
There is enough time for one basket, one defense, and one more offense. We have to play strong. Okay. And two biraz quick. Git sen top çıkarıyorsun. Ver böyle. Tempolu gel böyle. Ver.
Well, Paco Cruz can just caused so many problems, but he just has not played as much today as they needed to because of foul trouble. Lewis and Melson, meanwhile, have just been a handful, combining for 41 of their team's 79 points, so over half of the points. Also, it stands to reason Zubcic needs to provide more offense than the 10 points he has today. 16 for Erlu, 15 for Paco Cruz, which isn't bad considering his foul trouble, but still. So they advance the ball. .32 seconds remaining. Zubcic over to Cruz. Puts it up and misses the shot, gets it back. Goes up with the left hand, he gets it to drop. 18 seconds remains. Well, he wanted the first one because then they could have gotten the basketball. I don't know. But nevertheless, 2-point game. Crunch time. Kalev Cramo, no, the foul is coming if Tofas can't get the steal. But this is where you would think with Lewis and Melson that it is perhaps an advantage that they have. Good ball handling guards. Lewis does not get it inbounds in time. Incredible. Of all the scenarios, you have to be able to get the basketball in bounds. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Stelmars, that's exactly what he's telling his assistant coaches. Unbelievable. And now Tofas with plenty of options. Do they go for the win or the lead? Do they take the first open shot they've got, the two? They're going to run the play. Paco Cruz, he dribbles it and almost Hermit forcing the turnover. 13.6 seconds remain. Wow. They should take the shot clock off, surely, with 9 seconds. Because it was Kalev Cramo that had possession. Okay, now they're saying 9 seconds. So if they play defense, they will get it back. Anyway, they've got to score to tie it or take the lead. And, and the pass intercepted. Cruz, and then Kitching fouled by Cook. Cruz tried to pass to his teammate out behind the arc. Right there. And I just don't understand that play unless you're looking for Yashar to also make another pass. It ends up being a turnover. There's still a little bit of time, but Kitching now, if he makes this next one, it'll be a 4-point lead. And then Kalev Cramo should be home and dry. And Kitching does indeed. This time it looks like heartbreak will be for Tofas Bursa. And Kitching's had a tough shooting day. 2 of 8 from the floor, but he goes out. Now Erlu, he puts it up from a long way out, and Kalev Cramo have traveled to Bursa, Turkey, and have gotten a very important win in the Basketball Champions League. They prevail 81-77 over Tofas Bursa. Well, last week, Kalev Cramo lost by the skin of their teeth at Strasbourg. Today, they made the plays when they had to here in Turkey over Tofas Bursa, who also dropped to 1-1. You can see the three-point shot. 5 more threes made by Kalev Cramo. And that was really the difference in the game. And the fluidity perhaps not there on offense for Tofas, especially at the end. 3 more rebounds corralled by Tofas. And Melson with 24, Lewis 17. Again, 41 of the team's 81 points. Barry weighed in with 10. And those Kalev Cramo supporters, all smiles. And this makes the long trip back to Estonia a lot happier for this team in blue tonight. And I'll tell you what, I'm sure Coach Stelmars is going to be have a few things to say about that last sequence there where they failed to inbound the basketball. And he could be even talking about it right now. I mean, something did not go right on that play. And fortunately for Kalev Cramo, it did not come back to bite them. The margins of victory and defeat are so slim, and this Kalev Cramo team can attest to that better than anybody, having lost by just 2 points at Strasbourg tonight. They get a win by 4 points at Tofas Bursa. Well, sit back and enjoy these second half plays. Barry came out, hit a big three-pointer. Saw a lot more of Melson coming out as well, who finished with a game-high 24 points. And again, Barry with the 3. Tanishan kind of came out of nowhere and really contributed tonight, hitting that three-pointer. That was a huge shot as it kind of changed the momentum. Lewis, meanwhile, he was just a handful. I mean, putting the ball on the deck, driving to the basket. Really, you want to try to get the basketball out of his hands if you're a defense, because he likes to have it and to create havoc with his ability to create plays and to drive to the basket. We saw some good plays from Erlu, from Yashar, from Arsalan. Lewis, again, another example where he's so tough, finding Barry for the open 3. It's that ability to knock down three-point shots, multiple players, that just makes this Kalev Cramo team very tough to guard. They might be a little undersized, but it didn't seem to hurt him today. And I wouldn't say, you'd have to say that without Jeremy Simmons, that was a very big absence for this Tofas Bursa team tonight. And maybe they needed Zubcic to play to be a little bit more influential than he was. But it was difficult keeping up with those guards for Kalev Cramo. You can see right there, dribbling around, and the Tofas Bursa players even running into each other, knocking each other over as they tried to get the basketball back. And Hermit, one of the players that was able to knock down three-pointers, he and Kitching and Melson, and gosh, it seemed like everybody hit threes in the end for this Kalev Cramo team. In fact, I'm going to tell you how many hit threes. 6, 6 of their players hit threes tonight. Hermit, Lewis, Melson, Sillins, Berry, and Kitzing with the three-pointers. So here are the Group F standings. It's Strasbourg up at the top, and now Kalev, Cramo, and Tofas Bursa each at 1-1, and Philo Ostend down at the bottom at 0-2. Remember, the teams that finish second and third will go into the play-in for the round of 16. The team that wins this group goes straight to the round of 16. Another thriller, folks. 81-77 on game day 2. The victory for Kalev Cramo over Tofas Bursa here in Turkey. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to tune in for more Basketball Champions League action.
Cheers, thank you very much.